We were on a break!
We were on a break!
Hey everyone, welcome to your Resident Nerdy Girl channel. Today I am doing a review on the Friends Times Revolution collab that they just dropped. It's already at Ulta, so if you want it, go get it. Alright, so I think, I just want to let you guys know I didn't end up buying the whole collection. I only bought certain key items that I really wanted. Also, I got some more things off of Ulta. So if you want to stick around and watch the rest of this video, stick around so you can see what else I got. I'll show it to you guys. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get started with this review. Alright, I'm going to be doing kind of like an unboxing thing for you guys, so you guys can definitely check out the products before I use them. I will be doing a look very shortly, tell you guys how the product actually is. Because the only thing I've ever gotten from Revolution was their setting powder, which is a really amazing setting powder. Now they have more shades, so it should definitely go, so it should definitely work for more people. Alright, so I got only two lipsticks. I got the Phoebe and the Rachel lipsticks. There we go. I think that's better. There we go. And it comes in these little boxes. And then I got two palettes. Whoop! I just dropped Rachel. Alright, I got the Monica and Rachel palettes. Alright, I only got these palettes because I think that the big one that came just didn't really necessarily do it justice to the show, and I just don't think, and I didn't even like the packaging, so I didn't even think it was worth it getting in my makeup collection. But that's just me. If you like it, you like it. And honestly, like I said, I'm going to be reviewing the formulas, so I'll let you guys know if it even is worth buying, because I don't think the formulas should differ too much from palette to palette. Alright, so this is a Rachel lipstick. There we go. It comes with a little lipstick that you can see the shade. I know with COVID and everything, Ulta right now isn't doing this like their usual displays, so you can't swatch or anything. But hopefully they'll at least have it so you can kind of sort of see what shade it is, because as I'll show it to you guys. All right, so it comes with this. So it says Rachel on the lipstick holder, and here we go. All right, so as you guys can see, the top matches the lipstick shade. So yeah, I really also only got the Phoebe and the Rachel shade because I think that those are the best shades. Because I didn't really like the Phoebe palette, so I was like, I gotta buy something from Phoebe. All right, did you guys see my boy here? Toby, say hi. Good boy, sexy beast. He's a good boy. Oh yeah, he likes it when I scratch his head. All right, I know, buddy. I know. Okay, let me take this lipstick out. Can I? Okay. All right, he's gonna lie down now. All right, so this is the Phoebe lipstick. There's the shade. All right, here we go. Let's do a close-up of the two things. All right. There you guys go. All right. So there's a lot of products. As you can see, I do love the Phoebe shade. I think it's audacious and bold, just like Phoebe is. And I do like that the Rachel tone is a little bit darker because she does use a lot of dark lipstick. So I do think so far the shades are on point, that they match the characters, because this is your Nerdy Girl channel. So I'm going to tell you if it really does match the show or not. All right, let's open up the Rachel palette. All right, full transparency. I've already opened up the Rachel palette. So it comes in this box, and I screwed up. Let me tell you how. Because I accidentally almost dropped it. As you guys see, I already dropped it again. So, I've already scratched it. So it comes in this package. There's a little translucent film, which I'm going to take off right now. And those are the shades. As you guys can see, you probably see my nails kind of dug in there while I was trying to catch it. So unfortunately, the last time I caught it was open when I dropped it. So yeah. But hey, I just dropped it again and it's still there. So at least it's really pressed on there. I really do love the colors of this shade. I do think they're very Rachel. The only color that I don't think is very Rachel is this particular color. And it's called Push Over. And I don't know. It's just the only one that doesn't seem to sit with who Rachel is. Doesn't seem like, I've never seen her wear something like this bold. But other than that, I think the names are on point. The rest of the colors are great. I love the fact that it's pink because Rachel is a very girly girl. All right, let's go to Monica's palette. But then again, none of the girls really wore bold makeup. So not to have some bold colors in the collection would be kind of boring. And I can see why they probably have like that big palette. Even though even in the big palette, I didn't see a lot of bold colors. That's, again, why I didn't get the bold palette. All right, it comes with a little translucent film as well. Here is the Monica palette. I forgot to show you the box. So here it comes in this box. And just like the Rachel, the front is the same. These are the shades for Monica. And I do think that all the shades actually fit Monica. I also love the names. I'm a sucker for a good name. You need to name the names correctly because I have run into collections where the names just didn't make any sense for what they were trying to do, and I will be doing a review about that. Alright, so now I'm about to do a look for you guys, so you guys can, so mostly not because so you guys can mimic, because I am not a makeup artist, I am a makeup enthusiast, but I'm doing a look so you guys can, so I can tell you guys whether or not the formula is good and whether or not it's worth the purchase at all, if you're just simply buying the makeup mostly to use on a day-to-day basis. Because I do think that so far, all the colors in here, they're very neutral colors, neutral tones, so these are definitely, could be your next day-to-day palettes, and it's, again, it's fun because it's friends, so if you're a friend of fans, I think you'll like it. Also, can we talk about the fact that these are square shaped, like Polaroids? You guys, the packaging! Again, I don't know what happened with the big packaging. I don't know how they screwed that up, because again, I really love the mini palettes. I think the mini palettes are so on point, so on brand. So, all right, let me show you the look. Let's get to it. Everybody, I'm back. So I will do a close up of my makeup look in just a sec, so you guys can take a look at it. So I tested out all the products. I ended up, for my eyes, I ended up using, I try to use as much shades from both palettes so I could tell you guys how it is, and also the two lipsticks. So the one I'm wearing right now is Rachel's. Phoebe's came on really easily, but it's definitely a very bold lip. It's a very, like, as you can see, it's like a fuchsia color. And because I'm already wearing a red shirt, I didn't really want to do that with my outfit right now. But Rachel's is definitely more toned, like toned down. But the thing was, with this shade, it's supposed to be a lipstick, right? And it took a really long time to get this color. So if you like a light color, you like it, you don't really like a bold lip, and you usually end up blotting most of the lipstick off anyways, then you're gonna like Rachel, because you won't need to do that, and it's just like a one and done. But if you're like me, and you like that boldness, you like that color to be popping, you're not gonna like this. Straight up, you're not gonna like Rachel's. It took a long time for me to build up, and it was just frustrating. Now for the palettes. As you can see by my makeup look, the colors seem to be pretty well put on, but I don't think I would recommend this particular palette, because to get to the colors, you can see like how bold they are right now. It took a long time. It took a lot of build up, and I do think I have pretty decent makeup brushes, if they're not yet the best ones on the market. I'm still kind of trying to like figure out my way, what I like in makeup brushes. Right now I'm using Eco Tools, e.l.f., what's the other one that I'm using? Real Techniques type of like brushes, but but they didn't really work on these palettes. So the colors I ended up using from the Rachel palette, I ended up using On a Break, Tag, Chip, Barney's, and that's about it. Those are the colors that I use. I pretty much. So there we go. And again, it took a really long time. This particular one, that Barney's, took a long time to build it up. And especially, so I tried using On a Break for a highlighting color, and it didn't really work. I needed to use, like the eyeshadow press brush to really get that eyeshadow color on. But everything else just didn't work. And then for Monica, I used Geller Cup, Thanksgiving, and Clean, and Chicken. So those are the 4 colors I used from this palette. Again, the colors, I had to mix them together to really get the intensity that I got, the boldness of it. And it took a long time to really get the colors to put onto my lid. I didn't want to use any Max Fix Plus. I do think that if you were to use Max Fix Plus with these, or some sort of setting spray or something like that, it would be able to like glue on a lot faster. But I don't like when eyeshadow palettes take so long to glue on. Like, I just needed to just stick on. And I know that this is a drugstore palette. So the thing with drugstore palettes, I've noticed that they don't stick on or aren't as pigmented as high-end brands, which is why I personally invest in high-end palettes. Like, everything else I'll buy drugstore. Primers, lipsticks, whatever, drugstore. But palettes, I rarely find a drugstore palette that's actually really well done, and the pigment is amazing, and I really like it. Like I said, just looking on the colors when I first saw them, my first impressions was the fact that these are very neutral palettes, so you can definitely make a neutral look. But again, it's going to take you a long time. So I would not recommend this for a beginner. If you're just getting into makeup, I would not recommend this. If you've been doing makeup for a really long time and want something fun in your makeup arsenal, this could be it, but just know it's going to take a build up. Again, if you don't like your eyeshadow to be popping, and if you don't want kind of like that boldness, I understand. It's just not for you. That's fine. Then if that's the case, then this eyeshadow palette collection would be for you because you just don't like it to be too shown too vividly. But if you like it where you wear the neon eyeshadow, you wear like your multiple colors, and you like each color to be shown, because another thing is that these colors blend really well, like a little too well, to the point where you just can't tell which color I've put on. Like, I mean, you can see it from the look. But yeah, so I don't think I would recommend these palettes if you're trying to use these as just part of your permanent collection. I do think, because I think these are all limited edition. If it's limited edition, I think it's fine. If you're just trying to add it to your makeup collection because you enjoy collecting that type of makeup like me, I think it's fine. But again, I would not recommend these palettes. They weren't too pricey. They were... So each palette is $12. Even though I did say just really very recently that these are good if you just like a light type of look, I still can't fully recommend these, because I do believe that you should have a makeup palette that you can go from subtlety to bold should you ever want to, should you ever choose to. And these just aren't flexible enough. And I'm going to assume that the big palette is a very similar formula, and it's just they're not playable. They're really hard to get the pigment out. So that's just a little sucky, because again, I love the packaging. I do love the name of the colors. I do think that they're so in tone with the show. I mean, they have, look at this. They have chef, clean, Geller cup, Thanksgiving, chicken. I mean, if you know about chicken, you're gonna, you know how accurate these names are to it. If you know that she is a pushover on a braid, tag, 90s, Barney's. Again, these are all names that are so Rachel. So again, they really put a lot of thought into it. It's just that their formula, Makeup Revolution, still needs to get their formula in check. Hopefully when they do get their formula in check, it will be an amazing collection. I do think that they should redo this. I do think that they should be in charge of packaging for other minus lipsticks, because I just didn't like the makeup packaging for this. What is this? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the lipstick packaging. But yeah, Makeup Revolution could definitely be in charge of packaging for other brands. But I think that's it for the Friends review. No, I'm sorry. Don't recommend this collection. I'm sorry. Alright, so like I promised you guys, I did go to Ulta. I did pick up a couple of other things. I picked up 4 more things, so this will be like a really short haul. Because you go broke, and alright, the biggest haul was, I basically went for Friends. So I picked up 4 things. I ended up picking 2 brushes from Real Techniques, because my e.l.f. brushes that I have 2 e.l.f. brushes. It's pretty much, the e.l.f. brush that I have is exactly like this one. This is a contour brush. Let me take it out. And pretty much, if you've never used a contour brush, you just aren't too familiar with it. It's a sculpting brush. My apologies. It's not a contour brush. It's a sculpting brush. And it's the e.l.f. one, if I'm not mistaken, it's called the same thing. Oh, beautiful. It's exactly what I was looking for. Sorry. Because again, because of COVID, they're not really having a lot of displays on. So e.l.f., yeah, you could touch the bristles, but for Real Techniques, they had it only in the packaging, at least at Ulta. Ooh, that's nice. Sorry, I just saw that the bottom part, which is again why I bought this particular one, I knew it had another brush, so I was like 2 for 1, great, but I just noticed that, look, it closes, see? So you can store it. Nice. Alright, that's great. So the sculpting brush, you use it to like place your contour. So I personally suck at makeup. So I need all the help that I can get. Whatever makes my makeup techniques easier, it's great. Especially when I was first learning to do contour, this little beauty really helped me get the sculpting that I needed. It helped know exactly where it is, and it's just pretty much a direct line, like whoop, I knew exactly where I went. So that's why I personally use it. It's a one and done type of thing, and I love the fact that this particular one is very dense. Like, I need to be able to hold this palette. You see that? Boom. Okay, on it. Because now the e.l.f. one, so that's why I didn't buy the e.l.f. one, because the e.l.f. one is cheaper than this. So this one costs $16, I believe. This one costs $16. I'll give you the right price right here. This one, but the other e.l.f. brush usually costs like $6 to $10. But I bought this one because this one was more dense, and the e.l.f. has now apparently changed their brush their brushes, and now they're more floofy, and I don't like floofy because it's not that I don't think that's gonna get pigmented, but I just need the density so I know how it feels, and I already know how it's gonna be, and I know that when I tap my contour, it's gonna go boom. So this is what I'm looking for in a brush. I like the density. If you like the floofy, go for e.l.f. But yeah. Also, I'm very excited to try this out. This this bottom part seems to be a form sculptor. So I guess it's supposed to blend it out, but I'm not going to use it for that. Probably going to use it for my eyeshadow, probably like for the second level of my crease. Alright, and then the other one I got, so again, with the brush, they have a blurring brush. That's what the e.l.f. brush is called. And they don't have it anymore. Or if they did, they changed it too. And it's no longer as dense. And I like, especially for contouring, I need a dense brush. Because the more dense it is, the more I know I'm going to be able to blend it out. Because for floofy brushes, it takes a long time to blend it out. I mean, I don't mind floofy brushes for eyeshadow, but for contouring, nah. So this is the Real Technique brush. I'm really excited to be trying these out. I haven't tried them out yet, but I do trust Real Techniques. I do use their beauty blenders instead of the actual beauty blender. So I know that the brushes will be good. I've already tried the brushes in the past, so I'm very confident in these. So I'm very excited to try these out. So I will definitely recommend those. Then I got ColourPop. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, ColourPop has now gotten... Oh, no! Okay, so why I'm like freaking out right now. I got concealer, and I needed concealer because mine has just run out. But this one seems too light. I mean, it could just be the lighting right now. Is this too light? I think I need to go one tone darker. Actually, no, that's good. Actually, no. Oh, okay, great. Sorry, guys. Apparently, I did not get a tan. So it's actually a good shade for me. Wow. I was like freaking out for a second. So yeah, so this is the contour. So I think they changed their packaging. This is called Pretty Fresh. I usually get the no filter concealer, but I didn't see it at Ulta, and honestly, I just didn't feel like going back to Ulta again, because I've been there like twice these past 2 weeks, so I was like, I really need to take a break from Ulta. So I'm gonna try that out. Let's see if it's the same thing as my nose, but I know that the ColourPop concealers are amazing, and after Ulta, you don't have to play guessing games with your shade. Last thing I got was the NYX primers. So I've been trying to find a good drugstore primer. Now, I've been on the hunt. I've used all like the dupes according that I found, but for like high-end primers, but I still haven't found a primer that I'm actually really obsessed with, that I think is the next big thing. So I'll switch primers like nobody's business. I've tried e.l.f., I've tried Maybelline, I've tried I think I've tried L'Oreal too. I don't like them. So I'm gonna try NYX, see how that goes. I'll let you guys know. So I don't recommend this just yet. I do recommend the no filter concealer by ColourPop, but I will let you guys know. So these are all products that I will be testing out. If you guys want me to do kind of like a review about those, I can definitely let you guys know how it went. But again, I trust these brands. I trust NYX. I have used other stuff from NYX before. I trust Real Techniques, and I trust ColourPop. So I'm very excited to see what's popping, what's good. All right, so that's it for this review. I have other makeup reviews. I do have one more review coming up. It's already filmed and good to go, but I'll probably be publishing that next week or over the weekend, so be on the lookout for that. So that's it for this Resident Nerdy Girl episode, channel, whatever. So go ahead, hit that subscribe, hit that like. You know what you do. Y'all ain't stupid. All right, I'll see you guys on next time.